Okay, welcome back to another episode of Driving Me Crazy. Well, today is Monday, so normally, Monday is like a day that drives everyone crazy, because they got to go back to work and all that other good stuff, But since I quit my normal job, I don't have that same kind of view on Monday as everyone else does, or a lot of other people do, not everyone else does. Some people like Mondays, I like Mondays because, it gives me a chance to be quiet, and peaceful in the house, all the kids are at school, I get my free time, to pretty much do whatever I like to do, Today I woke up and the freaking house was a mess, and it was mostly because, those damn puppies, night just pooping every fucking where, like non-stop eating, pissing, pooping machines, That's really what drives me crazy today, That, and then I go to talk to the owner of these animals, and he seems like he just doesn't give a shit, It's like, okay, well, you did pick up the poop. Well, that's one good thing, So, I mean, that's all I can hope for, pretty much, I guess. But, it was like, what are you going to do with these dogs, Nothing. Okay, well, since you don't have a plan, then I'm going to make a plan, and that's just this way it's going to be, because I'm not fucking living in a house of poop, I don't know about you, but I don't like to wake up, in a house it smells like fucking the animal shelter, So, long story short, I cleaned the house, first I got rid of all the freaking, got the dog's crabby stuff out of there, and then cleaned the house, and then, did the rest of my laundry, folded it, put it away, made my bed, did all, cleaned up my room a little bit, got all the trash out of the house, because it's like, nobody but me is like the only one that, knows that, hey, maybe we should, clean up this stuff, so we don't live in a house full of clutter. I guess I'm the only one that thinks like that in the house, Everyone else is pretty much oblivious to the fact of that the house is a mess and it needs to be cleaned up, And I talked to some other people that, they have children, and, and they, and their houses don't even look remotely like mine. I mean, like, I look at their houses and then I look at mine and I'm like, wait a minute, what am I doing wrong? And I asked them and they said, oh, well, pretty much everybody picks up after themselves. And I just laugh. I just like, wow, I wish I can get these kids to pick up after themselves, And I could, if I really, stayed on them, and freaking bitched and complained and, and took their shit away or not give them anything and put them on groundation, beat on them, did all this other stuff that, all these other parents do. And it might work. It just might work. But is that really going to teach them? I don't know, when I was growing up, I freaking resented all that, you gotta do the trash, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. All I wanted to do was play, and that's it, And I see that same thing in my kids, So, I don't know. You know, I guess that's what's driving me crazy today. I feel like I can do a lot more, you know, and I should be doing a lot more, I feel, you know. I don't know if I'm just more hard on myself than you know, than everyone else is, or should I be even harder on myself, you know, and hold myself to a higher standard of, you know, hey, maybe you could be doing some more, you know, maybe you could be doing this, maybe you could be doing that, you know, maybe you could be staying on these kids, you know. And it's like, I don't really want to do that all day long, you know. It's just easier and faster for me to just clean it up myself than it is to take the time. I mean, I could clean the entire house myself in 40 minutes, you know. If I really rushed, I mean, it'd probably be, you know, 25, 30 minutes, depending on how bad it is, you know what I mean? But I mean, as far as the living room, the kitchen, my room, I mean, I could, you know, knock that out by myself in 35 minutes and I'll be done with it. But if I have to tell everybody what they should be doing, what this is, where this goes, how that goes, that shit takes time, you know? And we're talking like, you know, an hour, hour and a half, you know? And if they're freaking, they don't want to do it, even more, 2 hours, you know? And it just gets more frustrating. It was like, I could spend all that energy into trying to teach these freaking kids, or I can just do it myself and save myself a lot of headache, you know. But yeah, they don't learn shit. So, I guess the topic for today would be, you know, like, parenting's got its ups and downs, you know. You know, when I was a kid, you know, oh God, I hated my mom and my brother and my, you know, telling me everything to do, you know. I didn't have a father to stay on my ass, and then when he did come around, it was just like he just wanted to relax, you know. It was like he was running away from his other life to come to our house to relax, you know, to get away from his other life, you know. So he was treating our house like it was a vacation area, you know. So like, you know, every time he'd come over, he'd be basically on vacation, you know. So I really couldn't get any answers out of him, you know. It was always, oh, that's nice, you know. Go play or something. Go, you know, do whatever. It's like, but I want to learn these things, you know. I can tell that I have some kind of inkering for knowledge, you know. And that's all I really care about, you know, is learning and, you know, and trying to figure out, you know, the mysteries of the universe, you know. And sometimes I wonder if I'm just going crazy or if I'm just, you know, one of those few that ask these questions, you know. Or that I just got too damn much time on my hands and I'm just going crazy. So, I guess I'm gonna end at that, you know. You decide, you know. What is it that you feel that is just not really that important, you know? And what do you think that, you know, would be more important, you know? Wasting your time on people that don't want to learn anyways? Or trying to just stick it out and just keep fighting a good fight, you know? And maybe one day these kids, you know, maybe when I'm freaking dead and gone, these kids will finally get it through their head that, hey, maybe Dad and Dave was talking about some good stuff. Maybe he was actually on to something. Or they might just say, ah, that motherfucker was crazy. You know? Sit there and talking to himself in the freaking car, you know, to a camera. You know? Well, you know, you go ahead at that. Alright, till next time. Live every day like it's your last.